Well, hello, friends. It's another episode of Cindy is in the car and chatting with you about whatever I feel like chatting about, because filming at home is just it's not giving me life right now. It's in the car when I seem to have my best thoughts. And today I'd like to talk to you about boredom. Now, if you see this video, I'm pretty sure that my podcast about boredom is already up. And I'll link that in the description below. And that was me talking about how I want to be bored on the regular. Like, I need to reconnect with boredom in my life, if that makes sense. But in this video, what I'd really like to chat with for a few minutes, at least until my kids get out of school, is about being bored with your planner. Because I think that the boredom of our planning system, being bored with our planners, is a big contributor to the FOMO that we feel, to the choice of going after the new shiny. All of those things, I'm pretty sure, stems from being bored. Now, why do we get bored, right? Well, I talk about this in the podcast, but one way that we get bored is if it feels like the things that we're doing are mundane, repetitive tasks, things that are just, they're mind-numbing tasks, right? And the examples I talk about in the podcast are things like stuffing envelopes or whatever. But I would think that planning in our planners, even decorative planning, can become boring after a while when you get used to it. Now, even if you're a creature of routine like I am, it can be very easy to fall into a funk or a rut. A lot of planner people talk about those when it comes to the planner you're using or the style of stuff you're doing in your planner. I'm so sorry. Got to find a better way to prop this up while I'm doing my little car situations, because it's all wobbly and my arm is already exhausted. And I turned off the car in the heat and it's like 2 degrees outside. Pray for me. I think it's really easy to get into a rut, to get bored with the planner that we have or the way we're using it. And so my suggestion would be, if you're going to be bored with your planner, if you get bored with it, examine whether it's the planner you're bored with or if it's the style you're planning with. If you're just a pen-only person and writing in this planner is getting bored, maybe dress it up with a sticker. If you're always using sticker kits from the same shop, explore a new shop. Maybe try stamps. Maybe try stencils. Maybe try some hand lettering. I've got a book for that. Marketing. If you're right now, I'm heavy in the sticker kit stickering because it's been last year I was mostly bullet journal, and so this year I've really gone hard with stickers. But I will say that it's not boring for me yet, but I'm trying to catch it before it gets boring. And so this coming up Sunday, I swear this is not just a marketing video, but this coming up Sunday, I'm doing a hot mess plan with me. Is it this Sunday? I think it's this Sunday. It might be 2 Sundays from now. Whatever. I'll pop up the date on the screen. I'll be doing a hot mess plan with me where I'm going to be using stamps, because stamping is not something I like. But the hot mess plan with me's are a lot of fun because I am specifically doing something I don't like in my planner, and it makes me appreciate the things I do like. So if you're bored with your planning system, check out and see if the way that you're planning, not the planners themselves, but the ways you're utilizing them, is that the thing that's actually boring? Because there are ways to get around that without completely overhauling your whole system. Now, if that's not it, if it literally is the planner that you're using is boring the shit out of you, then my suggestion would be to maybe take a break from it and go full blown into notes or making to-do lists on a regular notebook. Before spending money on an expensive new planner, do something hella simple first. Something cheap where you don't have to spend any money. You're using what you already have. Do that first, because if you go straight towards spending money, you're going to get into that cycle of buying something and then being unsatisfied with it and buying something else and being unsatisfied with it. And it's just a cycle that ends with you with an empty wallet and a whole bunch of planners that you've used a couple times and you don't like. So before you start spending money on new planners, try doing something simple as fuck to kind of reset, and then go back to what you were doing and see if it feels better. And if it doesn't, then maybe start exploring planners. And I will refer you to my how to pick a planner that will work for you. I'll refer you to that video so that we don't go all over that, because it's the same shit applies, right? The same shit applies. Now, the third reason you might be bored with your planning has nothing to do with your planning itself, and maybe you're bored with your life. Maybe you're bored with the shit you're planning. Like, that is something I often cope with, because my weeks, they may not look exactly the same, but the elements are the same, and they just move around. Doctor's appointments, work, laundry, grocery shopping. I don't have a very exciting life right now, and especially as we're cruising through almost into year 3 of the pandemic. You know, a lot of us, myself included, have really cut back on outside social engagements because we don't want to get sick. And so that cuts back a lot of the variety that some of us have in our planning. Although a lot of chronic illness people, a lot of people who are introverted, they already were grappling with this. And in this case, my suggestion for you would be, instead of checking out your planning, start thinking about your life and the things you'd like to add to your life, and maybe use your planner to make a list for those things. I think that could actually be very helpful. I'm a big list fanatic myself, but in general, making a list of things that I might want to try to do or incorporate to do. I'm actually trying to do hobbies this year as part of my goals, to really feel like I'm doing more in my own personal wellness, my own personal life. And so I've got a list of those in my planner, and those are things I'm trying to work on. Try working on that. Or try adding more mundane shit to your planner to spice it up. Like, if you don't track your sex life, put it in your planner if you've got one. If you don't track your morning routine, whatever, maybe start tracking that. Put something else in there to pique your interest. And now one of my kids is getting here, so I guess we're going to sign this off. Let me know ways you deal with being bored in your planner in the comments below. See?
Yo, I look cute today.
You do look cute today. I'm filming this bit though.
Hello.
Hello.
I went to school.
Kat went to school. Hell yeah, we're
me?
proud. Let me know any thoughts you have on how to deal with boredom in your planner in the comments below. And then until next time, friends, subscribe and all that shit, and peace out.
Just like, don't be bored.
Just like don't be bored.
Like, it's easy.